things that are unsavory. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now I'm going to go over here, restream chat, see what we got. Come on now. How's everybody doing? Can you see me out there in movie land? We go back over here and make sure that we're on. Technology. And we should be going. We should be rocking and a rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Go back over here, see what we got. Come on now. You know what I like about technology, folks? Well, as you're going to find out, I get very cross with it. Dylan, am I right or am I right?
It's a fact.
I get a little testy. Oh, there we go. Steven has checked in. He says, yes, ready for you to tear it up. Howdy, it's working. Perfect. Woo! Paris, what's going on, Daddy-O? All right. I like it. All right. Dylan's even on the Intergoogle back there. Quarantined with the Beast. Yes. A sensitive song for the ages. Am I right or am I right? So yeah, we had to upgrade the internet connection. It's still not what it will be next week. We're going to get fiber optic. The guy said it's called fiber to the prem. Sounds a little dirty. But once we get wired up to that, man, I'll tell you what, it's going to be lightning fast. Right now we got a little latency, says Tom Bracken. Well, what are we going to do? We got to do what we got to do. Play that funky music, white boy. Am I right or am I right? All right, we're going to do a little, this is actually, we're going to start off with a little Merle Travis song. This was an amusing song. I actually heard Lenny Bro do this song. If I can remember the words. Well, some people go to school to try to learn how to teach. And some people go to school to try to learn how to preach. But if you can't preach without going to school, you ain't no preacher, you's an educated fool, and that's all. Lord, and that's all. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says that's all. I know a miser man. He's trying to save up all the money he can. But when that old undertaker puts him down, where's he gonna put that money? Underground, that's all. What? Lord, that's all. You better change your way of living before the Lord says that's all. my little story's through. I didn't necessarily mean to sing the song to you, but if you don't like the way my story goes, it's a mighty good sign that I've been stomping on your toes, that's all. Woo! Lord, that's all. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says so. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says that's all. Woo! That's all, you sons of guns. That's a little song Merle Travis wrote. I left out one of the verses. There's a weird verse in there, and I got rid of that one. I'm going back to Chatland. I don't know. Ryan has access to my computer from Boston, and he needs to do some technical things. So he's actually engaging in technical witchcraft behind the scenes, setting levels and so on and so forth. And I'm seeing all the various different chats. Now I'm being able to see it. Okay, now I can see the chat stuff. Okay. All right, just so you're wondering, folks, I am actually playing. This is not an OM28. This is actually a 00028, so it's the shorter scale. Same body shape, but it's a shorter scale. And I've got the Fishman Matrix Infinity pickup in here. I'm going into this Loudbox Performer amplifier for the guitar. I'll probably get this mic away from when I'm actually just talking the talk, so you don't hear the reverb. Let me get this out of my face here. Boy, it's hard. There's not a lot of room in this orange room, ladies and gentlemen. So the vocal mic is actually going through a SA330 line array PA system from Fishman in the back. What mic am I talking into? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anyway. When does the puppet show start? It's already engaged, my man. What's the name? What is the name from the music? I don't know what that means. I'm Greg Koch. This is my son Dylan back here. And we're just kind of messing around. This is our Fishman Takeover for Friday afternoon. And we're actually live on all the Facebook formats as well as Fishman's YouTube page and my YouTube page. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, it is Greg Koch Music. And of course, Fishman, that's easy enough. Anyway, we're just kind of messing around. Let's try one of these other little ditties for the kids. There's a tune of mine called Words. This is going back to 1992. I think I wrote this song. I said it 1,000 times. It's Spinal Tap and then Puppet Show. I'll do words in a minute. Here we go. Watch your tongue, baby, or watch me walk. Where'd you learn that kind of talk? Your talk is cheap, but even nickels add up. You shut the door instead of shutting up. Words, I don't like what I think I just heard. Words, well, you got a lot of nerve. Sticks and stones will break your bones. Words can break your heart. Now you're talking 60 lies an hour. What once was sugar sweet is now turned sour. Love you, baby, and probably always will. But I'd be pushing up daisies if words could kill. Words, I don't like what I think I just heard. Words, well, you got a lot of nerve. But sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can break your heart. Oh, phrases that were to kill word. I don't like what I think I just heard. Word. You got a lot of nerve. With sticks and stones to break your bones. But when you break your heart. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. We hadn't done that before. That feels pretty good, that song. Sticks and stones can break your bones. Now where have we gone here on the screen? Doggone it, I can't see the comments. I got to go back. We're just trying to figure it out on the fly, folks, this modern technology. Modern technology, it's crazy. Now I'm back to my chat messages. Woo, says Michael Burrell. I like that kind of talk. Can you hear everything all right? Hope your son's back is feeling better today. How's the back feeling? Is it feeling all right? He says ish. Restream says, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Take that, Restream. I believe Greg. I like this kind of talk. Steven says your pocket is great.
Well, thank you.
He appreciates that kind of sentiment. Can you greet me? Yes, I can, Maskeeter. Maskeeter, I see you. How's it going out there? Well, all right. Let's try a little, Try that one. Can't remember this. Actually, let's just do a little, I'm going to do a little instrumental thing. Just traveled 3 hours for Tony Packo's Atom Bomb, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. What is the first song you ever wrote? That's a good question. There was one I wrote in high school, a couple I wrote in high school. First one I ever started doing out live that was mine was that 265 song. That one. Spank It was pretty early on. Let's do a little mashup. doggone it. Can you dig it? Oh. I still see only one like. What's up with that? Brian, it's out of my control. What do you want me to do? Hey, Greg, I could be sitting at the Saxon Pub last night, sipping a cold one, except for, well, any plans for a makeup date? Yes, we are planning to make up that date and to come down to the Saxon Pub again after this pestilence is cleared, ladies and gentlemen. Elena C says, I dug that song. Well, thank you very much. That was a song called Captain Comeover from the Acoustic Gristle Soup CD by myself, Gregory S. Koch, Esquire. Can you dig it? Loved the gig in Brecken last year. Boy, that was a wild night, huh? Well, you know what? We're hoping to get back. We've got a tour booked in late October, early November for the UK, and we're hoping that we're able to make this happen. What is this, Lilith Fair? I played at Lilith Fair. That's not funny. And I played there years ago with a gal performer, and it was a very special moment. You're welcome. What else we got? Let's do a little bit of that. This is a song called The Counselor. And this one is from the Acoustic Gristle Soup as well. See if I can remember how to play it. What is that? Paul says, glad to see Dylan still in the Orange Room. Minneapolis can wait. This is a pandemic. You are correct. Someone asked if I ever met Doc Watson. I never did. Love your appearances at Anderton's, Greg. Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Hi from York. All right. That's a song called "The Counselor" from the my record Acoustic Gristle Soup, ladies and gentlemen, put out last year. Brian Ollendorf asks, Greg, have you ever met Jimmy Page or David Gilmour? My two favorite living guitar players, slingers, other than you. Well, thank you very kindly. No, I have not met either of those individuals. I've never been in close I have met Jeff Beck and spend some pretty humorous quality time with him at one point long ago. But Jeff Beck's one of those guys that every time he meets you, it's for the first time. But I have some special moments with him that I have locked and loaded in my cranium. I have been in close proximity of Eric Clapton, but I would have had to have tapped him on the shoulder for him to turn around, and I thought, you know what? If he's a knob, this will ruin a whole bunch of stuff for me, so I just let that go. You know what I'm saying? But have never been in close proximity of either Jimmy Page or David Gilmour. Can you dig it? David Hardy says, that guitar sounds mint. Well, I'm glad you dig it. Again, it is a Martin Reimagined 00028 from, I think 2 years ago I bought this. And I have a factory installed Fishman Matrix Infinity pickup under the saddle, and I'm going straight into a Fishman Loudbox Performer amplifier. Can you dig it? Watching from the Philippines. Greetings, Philippines. That's quite a private feeling meeting here on YouTube. Well, all right. Can you dig it? Griggle, cure for COVID-19? Well, I'd like to hope that it certainly mitigates or ameliorates some of the symptoms. I hung out with Robert Plant when I was much younger. My grandfather repaired his lawnmower. I've heard that he's supposed to be quite a nice fella. Do I give Skype lessons? Asked Mr. Greg's Musical Madness. Well, Mr. Greg, we both share musical madness. I do do Skype lessons. You can go to my website, gregkoch.com, GREGKOCH.com. And if you go to the shop, you will see all manner of things, and Skype lessons are indeed offered. And I do $100 for an hour of sweet quality time. Your mic dropped out drastic amount. Really? Can you hear it now? How's this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, special music friends? All right. Chuck asked for some Chet. It's a Chet one I haven't done in a while. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Lady Madonna, children at your feet. I'm an open G right now. Can you dig it? Nubby was a older man. How to get it all in, I don't understand. Trying to put it all away. A clown car house it must have been. I got no idea how to fit it all in. Not to fit it all in. Well, a rusty pickup and a U-Haul too. Got apartments and I said a room for free. To take all this crap away. Nubby was a hoarder man. Yes, I did a little snippet of that a few months ago, right? Yes, we'll see what it's going to make it on a recording. One never knows. It's going to come soon. Nubby was a hoarder man. Some Muddy Waters. Oh, wait, we could do that. Oh, we could do that. We could do that. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? All right, folks, I'm going to switch to electric guitar. Dylan, if you could be so kind as to, you know what? Yeah, flip that little switcheroony on over there. I don't know if the volume is up and back. Could you mind going in back and turn that sucker up to about 1 o'clock, the one all the way over there? Woo! All right. What are you cooking there, man? It smells good. My wife is cooking some fiddles. How'd you ever decide which finger to put the slide on? That's an excellent question, Henry. I decided to do my third finger initially because Dwayne Allman did it back in the day. And then I switched to my pinky so I could use these other fingers. But then as I really started to work on more gristly activities with the slide, I realized I have much more control over the manipulation of the slide, and it's easier to keep the slide perpendicular to the strings with your third finger, and it's easier to give equal pressure to all the strings. A lot of times in your pinky, you have a tendency to go a little bit horizontal, and also you have a tendency to be a little bit bottom heavy on the slide, and you're on these strings more than you're on the bottom one. So as a result, that's what's happening. John says, Germany can dig it so well. Well, I'm glad. I like Deutschland. I can't wait to return. I can't wait to go into an establishment and say, ich hätte ein Currywurst bitte mit Pommes zum Mitnehmen. Can you dig it? I'm ready to say that. Cooking fiddles, maybe. Cooking vittles, I think is what's happening. I will dig it until there's nothing left to dig. Then I'm going to dig it some more, dang it. I like this kind of talk. I like that kind of alliteration as well. Hi, guys from Australia. I got to remember which mic to talk in when I'm talking talk. Third finger slide is how I roll, too. Yeah, you just have a lot more control, Tom Harder. Am I right or am I right? Metal Poppins. You know what? Loved your slide video on deconstructing the Derek Truck style. Well, thank you very much. That's coming quite handy. I figured out some other little trickeroonies since then as well. I don't fret as much with the slide anymore. This is my 50th anniversary through Theater 5. You are correct. And it has the Fishman Fluence classic humbuckers on it. I've been playing this guitar quite a bit lately. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. It feels right. Hello from Parsippany, home of the Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso. I can dig that. I like that kind of talk. Elena says, it's a true privilege to be able to watch you two play for us. Thank you. Well, thank you. So kind. That's very, very nice. Magic Sam asked Brad Fish. You know, Brad, we do a version. I kind of mix some other things up. I have a tune called Boogie Yourself, Drade. My nephew back in the day couldn't say his G's, so he would call me Drade. And sometimes I'd say, silence, child! And he would look at me indignantly and go, silence yourself, Drade. What are you doing back there?
What are you doing?
You know, these kids back, they can't go for 5 minutes without going on the inner Google. Listen to me. I'm going, don't call me boomer because I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer.
What are you talking about, boomer?
Oh, you know what? Freaking punks. All right. We're going to Brett, is it Beat Hermit? Asks a jam with Jim Campolongo would be. I would love to jam with Jim. You know, I have not. We hung out at one guitar festival, and I've talked to him online. But one of these days I'll get out to New York and maybe cause trouble. But you know, that's after the pestilence is past. After the pestilence is past, I'm gonna get to a lot of fancy places. Can you dig it? Oh, this guitar sounds good. Of course, the goddamn snare is making that sound. Oh, Lord. strange boogie. You know, the boogie is a template for destruction. The boogie is a template for destruction. You can start out with Magic Sam. You can go into some Zeppelin. There was a little Nuge in there. You got a little bit of Jerry Reed. You got a little bit of Koch Marshall Trio. You know, we like to do it all. We like to put it all in there for you. Is that wrong?
A little bit of Randy.
A little bit of Randy Pound Savage in there as well, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing wrong with any of it. A little bit of the Claw in there as well, right? Have you tried the Gristlemancer guitar with the bigger neck from Wildwood? Yes, I do, and I love it. I have 2 of them. What do you think about it compared to the original? Well, I will say that the neck actually gives it a little bit more of a girthsome tone because more wood, more tone. Do me a favor, Dylan. Could you grab Orangey McCorkindale in there? Actually, is the black one in there? The black one's on the table. Yeah, let me grab that son of a gun. You'll see what we got. Woo! It's a put on one. Now, that 335 I was just playing has the Fishman Fluence classic humbuckers on it. Thank you very much, Sam. And this guitar right here is my signature Reverend guitar. This is the Gristlemancer. And it's available in a cool blue color we call Blucifer, powder yellow, which we call Pow Yellow, and a red we call Wow Red. And then there's a purple as well we call Axis Purple. But Wildwood Guitars out in beautiful Louisville, Colorado did a special run of black ones with a larger neck profile, which is immense. What sounds so doggone good? Well, I'll get this off here. Asking if the Fishman Tele pickups fit into a thin line. Not at this time, unfortunately. We're working on that, but it's not available at this time. West Montgomery meets Albert Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, can you dig it? Woo, 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 woo. It is funky and spanky. James says, "You're old, rocker. 2 words for you, you wish." Can you dig it? Have you ever crossed paths with Buckethead? No, I have not, but he is quite a fetching axeman. Is Dylan 8'10" like Dad? He is. We're exactly the same height. 6'7". Saw you demo Reverend at Russo Music in Asbury Park. When I believe the name Blucifer was first mentioned, I think you are correct, Kurt. I think it was spawned in the bowels of New Jersey, as everything good is, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Preferred string gauge, Sir Greg. You're old? You're old? You're odd? I am odd. Only slightly old. Now listen. I use 10 through 46 strings. I use Diodario NYXLs. They've served me well over the years. Can you dig it? Talk to the other mic. Thank you, Ryan Fitz. Talking to the other mic. And so I shall. Talking to the other mic. Yeah. Excuse me, I got some little schmutz in my throat. That sounded weird. So, can everyone hear all right? How's the latency issues today, Ryan? Is it better? Just wait till we get that screaming internet. We got a little bit better internet now in terms of the upload. A guy came over today from AT&T, friendly gentleman. And, whoa, other mic better. I like that kind of talk, Paul. Definitely better. Okay, cool. Sounds great, says Elena. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Questions out there. We've got a couple minutes left. I'll probably take the last few minutes to hang out with y'all and see what you have to say. Ever play single guitar, Greg? No, I have not. Age is a good thing. Not everyone gets it. Well, that's a fact. Reverend lefties in your model. Well, Ben, we're trying to get around to that. But right now, the problem is that this control panel comes with the pickups and everything is wired specifically in there. So we have to figure out a way to be able to do that. We're working on it, but it's not quite there yet. Corey asks, what's for dinner? That's a good question. What is for dinner? Chicken, pasta, and Brussels sprouts. That sounds delicious. Congrats, man. Nothing to ask. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for making my world day better. Well, my pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. String height. You know what? To be honest with you, met Rick Beato. You know, we've met each other online. Actually, I met him at a NAMM show just real briefly a couple of years ago. I didn't see him this last year at NAMM, but we do occasionally communicate online. He's a great gentleman, bless him, and a veritable fountain of knowledge about all manner of things. Let's see. Just wanted to say hi. Saw you in Minneapolis with my wife and my cousin. Our last show before the new world. Love you, man. Well, thank you very much, Paul. Thanks for coming out. We hope to get back up there, of course, after this crapola is over. Ever see Hubert Sumlin when he lived in Milwaukee? Well, as a matter of fact, I have. I did play with him a few times. I actually went over to his house and did an interview with him in his basement, which was fantastic. Ever use an Evertune bridge? Actually, my buddy Matt Blackett is one of the reps for that, and I have played with them. They're magnificent. As a matter of fact, I know that it's currently on a Reverend Jetstream, but I don't have it on any of my guitars as of yet. But yeah, it's good stuff. Spoke to Fishman, and they can, in fact, do a left-handed pickup set. Excellent! Perfect. Dallas Guitar Show this year. Yes, if it happens, we will be there. What chord do you recommend for a Tele with Fishman acoustic in the bridge? I can't really speak to that. I don't know about that. I have a crappy EPSG picked up for $100 and plays great. What pickup should I add to make it more gristly? Well, I tell you what, these classic humbuckers from Fluence, Fishman Fluence, are fantastic. It'll take that guitar and turn it into it'll weaponize it. You either get the classic humbuckers with the nickel covers on them, or you can get the open core zebra set. I like that as well. They're magnificent. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? What makes an awesome show for you? Well, Mark, that's a good question. I just enjoy playing all the time. But usually when you can hear everything okay on stage and there's no gear problems. But even nowadays, I just kind of get through it and do what needs to be done. I enjoy, of course, a great night is when the place is packed, everyone's having a good time, everyone's feeling good, and you're close to the hotel. You know what I mean? Can you dig it? Stretch Got Your Tongue. Yes, that is a record of mine from back in the day. It was actually reissued a couple years back. My buddy Joe Romanola from the Groove Yard record label put it out, reissued it. But it's originally from back in 1995 is when it came out. Come to mid-Norway and do a clinic. I'd love to come to Norway again. It's been a while since I've been there. Which players inspire you right now? I get inspired by all kinds. I still listen to a lot of old stuff, to be honest with you. But there's a bunch of great players online. I pick up stuff. My buddy Andy Wood's a great player. He showed something to Pete Thorne, and Pete Thorne posted, I got this from, and I was inspired by it, and it was a way of manipulating a pentatonic scale. I stole that right then and there. Tom Emanuel's great. I saw Joe Robinson playing something the other day. It was magnificent. Mateus Sasato is always great. I pick up little things from everybody. I'm online and I'm cruising around, and Kirk Fletcher will do something great. My buddy Josh Smith plays some wicked stuff. Matt Schofield, just so many. Mark Lettieri, my buddy Jeff Pivar is always good for playing some cool stuff. Everybody. That Rick Beato plays some great stuff and inspires me with his cool knowledge of the instrument and cool playing and ways of looking at the fretboard in a different way. So I know I'm probably not saying more people, but all these people do it. Ariel Posen, Joey Landreth, oh my God, Charlie Hunter. Are you kidding me? I've gotten to be friendly with him over the last few months on the Intergoogle, and he's just a ceaseless source of inspiration. Can you dig it? Finish on the back of that neck. It's a very, I wouldn't say it's got a little finish of it, but not a whole lot. They're roasted maple necks, more of a satin finish. Of course I've jammed with Jimmy Wallace. Monterrey, Mexico, greetings. Mateus Sasato. Ian Thornley. I'm not as familiar as I should be. I'll rectify that. Any Danny Gatton? Absolutely. That stuff. Can you dig it? You should check out Trevor Finlay in Nashville. Great chops. I will do that. Favorite Lowell George solo? That's hard to say. I do have a thing for that Lafayette Railroad. That's a great song. Can we get a TP song with full lyrics? Yeah, one of these days we will. In Europe they have a bidet to tidy up the Hershey Highway. But here in the U.S. of A, we gotta wipe the brown away. Who's hoarding all of the Bud wipe? The dirt spider weeps in the valley of shame. Who's hoarding all of the Bud wipes? Come on, people, this ain't no game. This ain't no game. Something like that. I'll work on the next. There's another verse involving a rusty sheriff's badge and shit tickets. Sorry about that. Probably shouldn't say that online. Can you dig it? Woo! The dirt spider weeps in the valley of shame. There's going to be a t-shirt. Who would buy that t-shirt? The dirt spider weeps in the valley of shame. My wife's probably horrified right now in the other room. What? All right, folks, I better roll. Thanks so much for tuning in. You all have a great weekend. I'll be back next week. Since this formula is working, YouTube people will be back on Monday and Fridays at 4 p.m. On all the Fishman places and my places. 4 p.m. Central Time, that is. 3 p.m. Central on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And since this is working, we'll also have it on YouTube as well. Can you tell us something about the upcoming P90 Reverend Gristle King? It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. New P90s, Fluence P90s from Fishman will be sporting on a new Reverend Setnack Gristle Master with a Gibson scale, ebony fingerboard, a very nice sounding and playing Bigsby on it as well in some beautiful colors. So because it was supposed to come out at Summer NAMM, but obviously Summer NAMM's not happening. So we're looking at hopefully making it happen in sometime in the fall. I went to look for your signature amp, 4,000 here in the Great White North. Who wants a kidney? Oh, Lord have mercy. Really? Four Gs up there in Canada? Son of a gun. Go to the Wildwood website. Go to wildwood.com. Yeah, can you dig it? All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Dinner calls. I'm hungered in the Sasquatch and heat. Thanks, folks. Don't forget, if you all things Gristle, you can go to gregkoch.com. All my CDs are on there. All my instructional materials. You can get Skype lessons. I've got my doggone Gristle hats, Gristle beanies. So many things, so many activities. All right, thanks, folks. See you later.